I know this is not going to be easy, but I was all alone out there in the world and I got so scared because all I could think about was how I didn't have a place in this world. And then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I realized I do have a place in this world, and that's right here with you. So I flew and I took a taxi to get here. I just had to come see you. Thank God you're... Oh. You're not... What? I'm sorry. This is the house. I'm so sorry. Does Daniel Harding live here? I'm looking for Daniel Harding.
You're looking for...
Looking for Daniel Harding. Yes, he lives here. I thought. Oh, he doesn't, does he? Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Who is this woman and what is she doing here? Do you know him? He's a big guy. He's a big, tall guy. He played basketball, all Eastern Man center. You know, he's strong, played hockey too.
Well...
Oh my gosh, don't even answer that. That is the most horrible question to ask a person who lives in a small town. See, I used to live here, and I hated it when people always asked. Like, and they assumed, you know? They assumed I knew everybody in town just because it was small. People in small towns don't know people any better than they do in big towns. I mean, you know who you know, and you don't know who you don't know. And I mean, I'm so sorry to have bothered you. See, I thought he lived at UBC when his parents died. He kept the house. He lived here. He stayed here. But I thought he was one of the ones who stayed. I didn't. I went away.
Most people did.
Yeah, and I guess he did too, you know. Just wish there was something to hold on to people and keep them around until you needed them. Oh, look, there he is! Perfect! It's cold. Forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, gosh, I cannot believe I took a taxi here from Bangor to see him.
It's far.
Yup.
That's 163 miles.
Yeah, this was a little farther than things that I remember.
Why'd you do it?
See, I could only fly as close as Bangor, and I had to see him as fast as I could.
Why?
Because I have to answer a very important question he asked me.
No?
Okay, you see, the last time I saw him, he asked me a very important question. And I didn't answer him, and I know now that that's not a very nice thing to do to a person.
It's being a little hard on yourself, don't you think?
He asked me to marry him.
Oh. Did you...
Did not answer him. No. And that's kind of why I'm here, is to answer him. And, yeah. But you see, I didn't have an answer at the time. Because, you know, I was going off to college. And the night before I'm about to go off into the world to do what I hope and I dream, he asked me, "Will you marry me?" I mean, come on. I was leaving in the morning. What was I supposed to do?
I don't know.
I mean, I told him that I'd have to think about it and that I'd be back before the sun came up with an answer. But then I left, and I left him standing right there. And I didn't make it back before the sun came up or at all.
Sounds like an answer to me.
No, that wasn't my answer. I just went off into the world. And I want to tell him that I know now that you can't just not answer a question like the one he asked me. You just can't do that to a person, especially to somebody you love.
You loved him?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, see, yes, I did, and I do, and I feel like his hopes and his dreams.
Come on, you give yourself too much credit. He was young. That's all you need to get your hopes dashed. Be young. Everybody's young at one point, so everybody gets their hopes dashed once or twice. Besides, dashing someone's hopes is kind of a nice way to let them down. It hurts, but it's quick. If you just said no, that would have been dashing his hopes. But you didn't. You said nothing. And that's killing hope the long, slow, painful way. It's always just kind of there hanging on, and that's kind of like giving someone a little bit less air to breathe every single day until they die.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
For what?
I don't know.
Goodbye, Hope.
Goodbye. I'm so sorry to have bothered you. I was just all alone out there in the world, and then I would have thought about what I did to him, to Danny, and that with him was my place in the world. And wait! You called me Hope. How did you know my Danny?
Hello, Hope. I know. I know.
I didn't recognize you.
I know.
You're so
I know.
small.
Yeah, lost a lot of hope. That'll do a number on a guy.
I'm so sorry. I never...
It's okay, Hope. You know what? You're early.
What?
You're early. You said you'd be up before the sun. You said you'd be back before the sun came up, and geez, and crow, the sun's not even close to being up yet. She went down a couple hours ago. Look how early you are. That's good of you. So, taxi all the way from Bangor
Yup.
to tell me.
Honey, Dad, hon, who's there?
Just someone looking for directions.
It's awful late for directions.
Suzette, I'll be right back.
Okay.